Tonight, as we were in praise and worship just now, the Lord kind of allowed me to go back a few years and think about something that I don't think about a whole lot of times. And sometimes I think God allows us to see the past sometimes, to see how far He has brought us. I don't know why God wants me to share this with you tonight before I get into my message, but it was a long time ago, and I was into something I wasn't supposed to be in, and I guess the whole idea was to try to get me back. You see, when you're into things you're not supposed to, there's a thing called payback. And payback is a dog. And I didn't know someone was trying to get me back. And somehow they got to me and got some stuff into, I don't know whether something I was eating or something I was drinking. And it was so bad that it messed me up for a good little while. And what I'm thankful for tonight is the fact that I'm here. The fact that I'm here. The fact that I have a mind, that I can think and I can process. I consider myself a pretty sharp person, but I will never know how sharp I could have been. Because I was so messed up one time by what happened that I remember that every night I would just hallucinate. I'll never forget it. And the hallucinations were so clear that I remember everything that happened every night for about 10 days. And I got to thinking one day, God, why did you allow me to experience those kinds of things and to be where I was at that time? And I don't know, maybe it won't be until I get to heaven that God will really help me understand some things. But tonight, I just stand here in awe and stand here in giving glory and honor to God, just allowing me to be here. It's a blessing. One good thing that thing did to me is that after that, I never really, a lot of folks lie about what they used to do. They lie about what they used to do because they want you to think that's really cool that they've been someplace they shouldn't have been. Well, that's not how it is with me. I remember after this incident, one thing it did do for me that was good is that I never got into substance abuse. I never drank intentionally. I never took drugs intentionally. Because I used to watch people who was called all messed up. Man, I got messed up last night. And I got to think about that. I don't want to be messed up. You get to thinking about it, and messed up is not cool. And I would go to high school, and I was in high school, and I would see guys, man, dude, man, I'm messed up. I'm looking, fool. Man, we got wasted last night, dog. Yeah, you sure did. You look like it, too. And somehow that just kept me. Because it was as if I was seeing myself, I was seeing what was possible in other people. And I got to thinking, man, I just don't want to be a part of it. It was something about seeing that kind of thing that made me think I want to stay in touch with reality. I want to know that my mind is here because, see, if I got drunk and wasted up, then they would rob me of my lunch money. And see, one thing I wasn't having, you ain't taking my lunch money. I am not going to school hungry. School lasts all, oh my goodness, you know what? I didn't tell you about my kindergarten thing. I'm not going to, that's another something. Man, why did I even go there? I need to tell you what happened in kindergarten. You know, can I tell you about what happened in kindergarten? I'm sorry, y'all. Just allow me. You see, I got it. Oh, man. See, I got off to a bad start academically because I didn't know. When I first went to kindergarten, I enjoyed kindergarten because I used to pick on a guy. I can't call his name. I don't think I call his name because you might see this DVD one day. But I used to pick on this kid. Let's call him Jared. Okay. I used to pick on Jared. Jared used to play the piano in kindergarten. And Jared didn't have a piano at home, so Jared would come to kindergarten and play the piano that was in the church. And so Jared would sit at the table and practice playing the piano. And I would always tease Jared. Jared would sit there, he's playing on the piano, and I would sit across from him and just start playing on the piano too. And that would annoy him. Man, why don't you leave me alone? No, I just kept teasing him. But kindergarten was a fascinating time for me. You know what I enjoyed about kindergarten? There were two things that I enjoyed most. It was lunch and recess. I don't remember the ABCs. I don't remember the numbers. I remember lunch and recess. My favorite times. But then there was one thing I remember more than anything. It was graduating from kindergarten. I must tell you today that I am a proud kindergarten graduate. I remember the day when we had our kindergarten graduation. We had our little robe and our cap and gown, all that kind of thing. And they played the music and we all marched down the aisles and so forth. And I came down. And by the way, all my neighbors knew about my kindergarten graduation. They were invited and they came to the church and they saw me graduate. And I was so proud. And I remember the time when they called my name, James Larry Black. And I came up and I walked across the stage and I got my little kindergarten diploma. And I said, cheese for the little camera. And they had the little camera during those days that had the ice cube flash on it and so forth. But those things were real bright. They would blind you, okay? And I said cheese and I took my little picture and I went and I sat down and I'm looking at my little diploma and I'm like, wow, man, I have graduated. I have finished my course of study. And I got home and I pinned my kindergarten graduation certificate on the wall. And I would look at it every day. I felt real, real good, man. Man, I finally made it. I finally made it. And that was around May. And then you get the summers off and so forth. And I remember around the end of August, my mother said, okay, we need to go shopping to get you ready for school. Now I'm like, Mom, what you talking about? Oh, yeah, we got to get you ready for school. No, Mom, you don't understand. I have graduated. She said, what you talking about, boy? I said, no, I'm done with school. I did a whole year of kindergarten. Look, Mom, look at my grade. It says I have finished. I am done. And she said, no, son. Kindergarten only prepares you for school. I'm like, what? Well, how many years of school I have to go? 12. 12 what? 12 years? 12 years? No, Mom. No. I have finished. You mean to tell me they allowed me to go to kindergarten, allowed me to graduate, and then I got to go 12 more years to graduate again? She said, yeah, man, that jacked my whole thing up, man. So I went into first grade mad. I got to first grade. They said, man, where'd y'all get this child from? I was just mad. And I had a teacher named Miss Maynard. I got to make this quick. I had a teacher named Miss Maynard. And Miss Maynard, boy, she just didn't like me because I came in mad like, yeah, what's up?